Hello story fans, I'm here to give you a short story and it's another ChatGPT battle, which is where I write a story and then I ask ChatGPT to write a very similar story, which doesn't always end up the same, of course, but this is the one about the lion, the witch and the wardrobe, so maybe a little bit predictable to see what we get. So here is my version of the story. The rapids of the great river Conway rushed through the mountain village of Bettersea Coed. A lion stood glumly by the bridge. He was joined by a sprightly witch. She asked the lion, "Why do you wait by the bridge, great beast of the wilds?" The lion replied, "Why, I want to cross, but there are hunters on the bridge. They seek my hide." "I see. The king's guards are looking for me too. Well, why don't I cast a spell of invisibility?" "You would do that for me? Why, thank you, kind crone." The witch took her wand and chanted a choral verse. There was a fizz, a pop, but nothing happened. Then the hunter grew a fish head and jumped into the crashing current. "Oh, oh dear, my magic has failed, and that was my last spell too." "Fear not, sweet hag, for I am a brave lion, and will take you on my back, swim us across the stream. I've got this in the bag." They trooped down to the river, and the witch mounted the lion. He stood at the river's edge, winced as he dipped in his toe. "Oh, the flow is fierce strong, and that is mighty cold. I fear I am no longer so very bold." "Oh, sweet beast, you are so right. The flow will take us away into the night." They looked gloomily into the dark flow. A wardrobe then asked them, "What is your quandary, my sad fellows?" The lion and witch explained their cruel predicament, and the wardrobe bellowed a laugh so deep it was a guffaw. "Why, my great friends, is that all you need to cross the river? I can do this deed." The wardrobe lay on the river surface, perfectly buoyant, and invited the duo aboard. Oh, but Jesus, I can't see that. The lion and witch sat merrily on their makeshift boat as they crossed the turbulent water. They didn't need to worry about who would float. Then a glottal sound emerged from below as a great hoary throat opened and swallowed them both whole. "Yum, yum," contemplated the wardrobe, who had longed for this treat. So that's my version. Next, I'm sorry about the text. It's really, really small. I'm trying to squint at the thing, without obviously looking at my phone. Maybe I should place it there. Okay. Now this is ChatGPT's attempt. So I told ChatGPT, write a story about a lion, a witch, and a wardrobe. Pretty vague, but we'll see how it did. Once upon a time, far away in the land of Narnia, there lived a lion named Aslan. He was the king of all the animals in Narnia, who ruled with kindness and fairness. One winter, a witch came to Narnia and cast a spell that made it always winter and never Christmas. Everyone was miserable, and the forest was covered in snow. One day, four siblings, Peter, Suzanne, Edmund and Lucy, stumbled upon an old wardrobe while playing a game of hide and seek. They decided to explore it and found that it was a magical wardrobe that led to Narnia. When they stepped out of the wardrobe, they were greeted by Mr. Tumnus, a faun, who told them about the witch's spell. The siblings knew they had to do something to help Aslan and Narnia, so they set out on a quest to defeat the witch. Along the way, they encountered many obstacles and challenges, But they never lost hope. As they journeyed further into the woods, they found Aslan, who was waiting for them. Aslan told them, in order to defeat the witch, they needed to work together and believe in themselves. He gave them weapons to fight with and told them that they could to count on his support. The siblings finally reached the witch's castle, but the witch was too powerful for them to defeat. Just when all hope seemed lost, Aslan appeared and fought against the witch with all his might. In the end, Aslan managed to defeat the witch and break the spell, bringing back Christmas to Narnia. The siblings became the heroes of Narnia, and Aslan rewarded them by crowning them as kings and queens. They ruled with kindness and justice, and Narnia was a peaceful and happy place once again. And every year on Christmas Day, the siblings would remember their adventure in Narnia and be grateful for the magic of the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. So that's the Narnia one. Right at this point, write in the comments which one you thought was the best. I was smiled a bit. I was a bit amused by ChatGPT because it was clearly plagiaristic. Was it C.S. Lewis? I don't know. I can't remember. It's a long time since I've read that one about Banania and Christianism and all that. But mine was a bit different. I was actually thinking of that story, but I thought about it and then discarded it and thought I'm going to write my own story and have different characters with different kind of names. Although I didn't name my lion, I named my witch, which was a bit boring. So yeah, I thought it was quite interesting how the kids did nothing essentially but fail against the witch, and Aslan made them kings and queens. Bit weird, but weird choice on Aslan. I suppose it's a message to kids to say, you know, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's the effort that matters. So you can be kings and queens of your little kingdoms. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these stories. I hope you've got to sleep off them and you found them useful. But do use them for your kids if you want to. Assuming Aslan, my pronunciation is appropriate. Obviously watch it before showing your kids any of these videos because I won't necessarily mark them up as being sweary, etc.